Most people don't know that your C drive gets filled with junk files without you ever being aware. These unwanted items take up precious memory on your computer, and these files come from every app install, software update, temp files, and cache data, all of which adds up to clutter on your PC that you don't need. The real problem is these files never get cleaned up unless you use Windows' free built-in tool called Storage Sense. That is turned off by default. By turning on Storage Sense, you'll get rid of all the files you don't need, and it only takes a few minutes. Let's see how it works. From your Start menu, in the search area type Storage Sense. Then click on the menu to open it, and you'll go directly to the storage overview area of your computer with this fancy bar graph. This bar graph gives you a breakdown of the various categories, and you can see exactly what's taking up space on your computer. At this point, scroll down if necessary and click Storage Sense. On this screen, you want to switch the toggle to on to officially activate Storage Sense. Alright, so on this page, there are a few things to consider. Starting with this Run Storage Sense during low free disk space, what that really means is that Storage Sense will only run when you're close to running out of memory on your computer. So we definitely want to change that. If you click the drop down, you'll see some options. Every day is too much and doesn't really make any sense. If you go with every week, that only makes sense if you use your computer very frequently, say for work, a lot of personal use, shopping, browsing, watching videos, gaming, etc. Yet every month is arguably your best option, and that's more than sufficient for most people. Next, delete files that have been in your recycle bin for a period of time. You see, most people delete files but never actually empty the recycle bin because this has to be done manually. And those undeleted files quietly chew up gigs of space on your computer. The setting from this dropdown will permanently delete those files based off the duration you choose. Of these settings, never doesn't make any sense because it means you'll still have to empty your recycle bin yourself, so that's a non-starter. Your best option would be to go with either 14 days or 30 days because after that much time has passed and you haven't touched those files, you really don't need them. Moving on, this last setting about your downloads is the one you need to be careful about. In a nutshell, your downloads folder contains everything you've downloaded to your PC, things like photos, files, videos, and so on. You'd be surprised how much stuff accumulates in your download folder over time, so be careful here. If you tell Windows to delete items in your download folder, once they're deleted, they're gone. Therefore, I strongly suggest you take some time to go through your downloads folder and clean it up by moving files you want to keep to other locations, or if you don't need them, just delete them. Moving forward, be cautious with the option you set here because it could really sting you, and that's not good. My suggestion would be to go with 60 days because that'll give you enough time to look at the folder to see if there's anything you want to keep or get rid of. At this point, you can click the Run Storage Sense now to run things immediately, or just close out and wait for Windows to do its thing because you've now turned Storage Sense on. Next, Windows has another setting that slows down your PC, and you can learn more about it by watching this video.